What's up guys, in this 1 month long term review of the Redmi 5, Xiaomi's latest budget device, let's find out all its pros and cons. The trend these days of smartphone brands opting for longish 18:9 screen ratios, even in budget devices, is a welcome move. The same can be said here of Xiaomi implementing the 18:9 ratio in the Redmi 5, which actually makes the looks factor go up a notch compared to the traditional 16:9 in last year's Redmi 4. With the auto brightness sensor on, the screen is pretty visible under daylight conditions. One of the unexpected things about the Redmi 5 is its more than satisfactory camera performance. As you can see from the sample pictures, the quality is pretty decent with close to natural colors, good dynamic range, clarity and detail levels. It even holds its own compared to the king, the Redmi Note 5 Pro. The next pro is a decent battery life even though the capacity is only 3300 mAh. It could easily last until the end of the day with moderate usage with more than 4 hours of screen on time. Previous models of Redmi devices always had the con of low sounding back facing speakers, but the Redmi 5 has downward facing speakers which are loud, so chances of missing calls is less. Now finally coming to the pro, which I found to be the most surprising considering its budget chipset, is its gaming performance. Light to moderate games can play without any issues, but even heavier games like Asphalt 8 was able to run without any hiccups or major lag even in high graphics settings. So this device can in fact be recommended to heavy gamers thanks largely to the presence of the Adreno 506 GPU. Continuing with the performance review and starting with the first con, the software experience feels choppy at times with slight lag during normal usage and while using apps. This lack of smoothness is largely due to the heavily skinned MIUI coupled with a budget range chipset with just 2GB of RAM. The second con will be the lack of storage in the 2+16GB variant, which hardly leaves any space after installing just one heavy game with a few small apps. This makes the use of a memory card in the hybrid slot a necessity to increase storage, but at the cost of using only one SIM. The third con of the Redmi 5 will definitely be the poor RAM management performance as proven in the last P-test video. This is the reason I can't recommend the 2+16GB variant to moderate users, as it has a hard time keeping just 3 to 4 apps in memory. Now talking about its structural strength, the Redmi 5 has turned out to be the weakest phone since the Redmi Note 3. As you might have seen in my bend test, the degree of bend was way too much and it ended up with a broken mid-frame near the power keys. The Redmi Note 5 in comparison is the strongest Xiaomi device this year. The Redmi 5 is a good gaming device with an excellent camera at this price range but suffers from poor structural strength and RAM management. It's better not to buy the 2GB version and go for 3GB if you don't want to spend 10k for the Redmi Note 5, which is a better option. Stay tuned for more interesting tech stuff and bend test of the Zenfone Max Pro M1. Thanks for watching, keep the peace and catch you next time.
Oh baby, I'm falling for you.